the power of the 7 habits through wisdom. Life doesn't just hand out success like a free sample at the grocery store. It's reserved for those who understand the rules of the game, the principles that govern achievement, fulfillment, and lasting success. And my friend, success is no accident. It's built on a foundation of habits. Success is nothing more than a few simple disciplines practiced every day. Failure, on the other hand, is simply a few errors in judgment repeated daily. See, it's not one grand gesture, not one lucky break that makes the difference. It's the little things, the everyday disciplines that add up over time. And that's why we're here today. The 7 Habits of Highly Effective People isn't just a book. It's a blueprint, a roadmap to becoming the kind of person who attracts success, who cultivates meaningful relationships, who lives with purpose. And if you align these habits with the timeless wisdom of you get something even more powerful, a philosophy for living a truly extraordinary life. So let me ask you a question. Are you in control of your life, or is life controlling you? Are you taking charge, setting clear goals, focusing on what truly matters? Or are you drifting, reacting to circumstances, hoping things will somehow change on their own? If you don't design your own life plan, chances are you'll fall into someone else's plan. And guess what they have planned for you? Not much. That's why habit 1, be proactive, is so critical. Because nothing changes until you decide to change. And what about vision? Where are you headed? What's the end goal? See, habit 2, begin with the end in mind, aligns perfectly on goal setting. You cannot change your destination overnight, but you can change your direction overnight. If you don't have a clear vision for your life, how will you know where to go? How will you know when you've arrived? And then there's habit 3, put first things first, time management, priorities, discipline. I had a simple but profound belief. Either you run the day or the day runs you. Most people wake up and react to life instead of designing it. The most successful people, they focus on what truly matters and let go of the distractions that don't move the needle. My friend, these habits aren't just ideas on a page. They are the keys to transformation. When you apply them, put it into action, your results change. Your mindset shifts. Your life transforms. And that's what we're here for today, not just to learn these habits, but to live them. Because your life does not get better by chance, it gets better by change. So let's dive in, because your future is waiting. You see, life doesn't just hand out success like a free sample at the grocery store. No, my friend, success is reserved for those who step up and take responsibility. Always said, you cannot change the seasons, but you can change yourself. And that's what being proactive is all about. Some people waiting for the right opportunity, the right economy, the right boss, the right moment. But the successful, they don't wait. They take charge. They don't complain about the wind. They adjust their sails. They don't blame the government, the weather, or their past. They take full responsibility for their actions, their mindset, and ultimately, their future. The day you decide to take ownership of your life is the day everything changes, because you're no longer at the mercy of circumstances, you're in control. So ask yourself, are you the driver or just a passenger? Are you reacting to life or directing it? If you want to be proactive, start today. Not tomorrow, not next week, today. If you don't design your own life plan, chances are you'll fall into someone else's plan. And guess what they have planned for you? Not much. That's the essence of habit 2. You need a vision, a clear, detailed picture of where you want to go. Think of it this way. If you were building a house, would you just start hammering nails into wood and hope it turns into a mansion? Of course not. You'd have a blueprint, a clear design, a structure. Success in life works the same way. Goal setting is the foundation of achievement, but it's not just about setting goals. It's about seeing them, feeling them, believing in them before they become reality. If you don't know where you're going, how will you know when you get there? If you don't have a plan, how will you build the life you truly want? So here's your challenge. Define your future. Get specific. Don't just say, I want to be successful. What does that mean to you? How much do you want to earn? Where do you want to live? What impact do you want to have? Write it down. See it in your mind. And then go to work. Either you run the day or the day runs you. How many people wake up and just drift? They start their mornings scrolling their phones, reacting to emails, letting distractions pull them in every direction. And by the end of the day, they wonder where the time went. But the high achievers, they prioritize, they focus, they put first things first. You see, time management isn't about doing more. It's about doing what matters most. It's about identifying the things that move the needle and giving them your full attention. Taught that success is not a matter of luck or talent, but discipline. The discipline to say no to the unimportant. The discipline to stick to a plan. The discipline to work when others are resting. Ask yourself, are you spending your days on things that truly matter, or are you just busy being busy? The key is simple. Schedule your priorities. Don't prioritize your schedule. Learn to say no to distractions and yes to the actions that create real results. And remember, success is nothing more than a few simple disciplines practiced every day. The importance of relationships and collaboration. Habit 4, think win. The more you give, the more you have. That's the essence of a win-win mindset. Too many people think life is a battle. Someone has to lose for them to win. But success isn't a zero-sum game. In fact, the best way to get ahead is to help others get ahead. Imagine you're in business. You can do one of two things: squeeze every last dime from your customers and leave them feeling cheated, or provide so much value that they can't wait to work with you again. Which do you think leads to long-term success? Prosperity comes from relationships built on trust and fairness. If you take advantage of people, you might win once, but you won't win for long. But when you operate with integrity, when you create situations where both sides benefit, you build partnerships that last. Win-win thinking isn't just about business. It applies to every area of life, in your relationships, in your friendships, in your leadership. Ask yourself, how can I create value for others while achieving my own goals? Because when you help others succeed, you create an unstoppable force momentum that lifts everyone, including yourself. Seek first to understand, then to be understood. Effective communication is 20% what you know and 80% how you feel about what you know. In other words, knowledge alone isn't enough. You have to connect with people. And that starts with listening. Most people don't listen. They wait for their turn to talk. They're thinking about their response while the other person is still speaking. But real influence comes from understanding first, seeing the world through someone else's eyes before expecting them to see it through yours. People don't respond to facts alone. They respond to how you make them feel. If you want to lead, inspire, and persuade, you have to meet people where they are. You have to understand their fears, their desires, their perspective. So the next time you're in a conversation, don't just wait for your turn to speak. Be present. Ask questions, really listen, because when people feel understood, they open up. And when they open up, real connection happens. And with real connection, influence becomes effortless. Habit 6, synergize. A simple philosophy is that let others lead small lives, but not you. He understood that greatness isn't built in isolation. It's built in collaboration. You see, one person with a dream can accomplish a lot. But a team with a shared vision, that's unstoppable. That's synergy. Most people think they have to do everything alone, but success isn't about proving how independent you are. It's about surrounding yourself with people who make you better. He believed in the power of mentorship, the power of partnerships, the power of diverse ideas coming together to create something greater than the sum of its parts. Look at any major success story, whether in business, sports, or life, and you'll find a team behind it. No one wins alone. So ask yourself, are you building a network of people who challenge you, inspire you, and push you to grow? Are you embracing different perspectives, or are you stuck in your own way of thinking? Because when you truly collaborate, when you embrace the strengths of others, you multiply your potential. Continuous improvement and personal mastery. Habit 7. Sharpen the saw. Take care